Quays was a vision that someone had. I don't know the name of the developer. I tried to figure it out. We did go to the county and get the as-built, so we had information about the underground infrastructure, and we had knowledge of their septic system, and we just went through and with that information started to pick it apart. This is a 72 photo. It wasn't fully developed at this point. They had a proposal at one time with individual plat maps totaling about 140 slots, so they never did reach that full capacity. But the septic was immediately because of the groundwater. It was only built out of cinder blocks, so it was 12 feet wide by 12 feet deep, 26 feet long, and it just had a thin piece of rusted sheet metal over it, and as porous as cinder block is, it immediately failed. There was a stack in the files of the county office. There was a stack from EPA and DEQ of all the dye testing, failed drain lines, failing right at the actual septic tank site itself. Next slide. They brought in, they brought in their own beach sand, and they lined this excavation. This is Kingfisher Lake. So Rowdy Creek's in there somewhere. We checked depth and verified that Rowdy Creek was underneath that, but that they had just excavated adjacent to Rowdy Creek and widened it to create Kingfisher Lake. They had a wedge system on a tide gate here and a wedge system on a tide gate at the top. And they could control very precisely the amount of water that came into the site and the amount of water that left, and certainly prevent the tides from coming in and hit the dike went all the way around. Okay, and after, right here. We had a lot of discussion internally about what to do with that island. We knew that if we left it at that elevation, it was sitting at about 10 to 12 feet. Marsh is between 7.8 and 8 feet elevation, our goal elevation. That it would just be invasives out in the middle of Kingfisher Lake. So we built a log bridge across and got over to that area to lower it, and then just left the log placement there. We also debated about whether or not we fill to try to recreate, but oftentimes you don't see that